All right. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, Ba'ashim Kahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay. I'm gonna title this walk and talk. There will be traitors in this truth. All right. Something around the lines of that. Okay. Speaking about men who are going to come into this truth, right? And at first, you'll perceive them to be, good brothers. You know, maybe you've had a deep conversation with them, or you guys been in the same camp together. You know, you acknowledge this individual as your brother, all right? Might even be somebody you came up with in this truth, okay? And then just one day, this nigga just switch, okay? He got that grudging spirit, bitterness, and then he starts to redirect that negativity towards the men that are side by side with him. All right, the men doing the work with him. Okay. And then in extreme cases, the nigga gets so frustrated and so goddamn angry and bitter that he starts to become a scoffer against the truth. Okay. That is the book of Jude 1 and 4. Okay. Men that have crept in unawares, right? Acting like they brothers, acting like they down for the cause, but really behind the scenes, this nigga got a problem, and he too much of a pussy ass nigga to address it, right? And squash it. He'll just hold that anger and that resentment, and dudes who do that, okay, they're not going to be able to hide for long, okay? Because if you got that type of resentment and you got that type of bitterness, all right, eventually that demon is going to manifest itself, okay? And it's going to manifest itself in front of the ministry, all right? And then your reputation is going to be in question from that point forward, okay? So this is something that we have to understand, okay? And we can't take these things personal, all right? When men who we really thought were down for the cause, men who we thought were on fire, men who we thought, had the same mind toward Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, okay? We can't be offended when a lot of these dudes start to fall away, or they just become traitors to the truth, all right? It's nothing to take personal, okay, because Judas betrayed Yahushai, all right? Why do you think that story is in the scriptures, all right, of Judas betraying Yahushai? Okay, the Lord put that story in the Bible, all right, to pretty much, it was like a foreshadowing of things to come to the elect, okay? That there are going to be men that are going to, get bitter, and they're going to go play for the other side, all right? And that other side is Satan, okay? A good example is Nate from the IUIC. Now, I don't know the ins and outs, right? I don't know the ins and outs exactly, why Nate from the IUIC, why he ended up separating. But I'm willing to bet that there was a lot of bitterness behind it. Okay, the reason why he's become the deceiving degenerate that that you see today. I'm willing to bet that it was a lot of bitterness behind it, you know, a lot of bitterness towards the truth. Okay, that's why he don't, you know, he's trying to tell his congregation not to call on the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? At some point, okay, he got offended and he couldn't let it go. You see? And look at him. All right. 501c3 charters, contracts with the so-called white man. He's completely compromised, man. All right. He can't teach the 100% truth even if he wanted to. You see? He's a full-blown traitor. All right. So that's an example right there. Okay. And you know, for brothers dealing with these scenarios in your camps, okay, you know, don't feel sorry for these niggas that can't keep up, man. Don't feel sorry for these niggas that, you know, that turn their back on brothers, man. All right, you having mercy for them, and oh man, I hope you can still make it. Nah, man. All right, hell nah. We're in some dark times, man. We can't really trust anybody that is not moving in the right spirit. You know what I'm saying? And especially a nigga that come into the truth, right? And then he turned into a goddamn he turned into a Judas. You really can't trust no nigga like that because he's extremely evil. You know what I mean? He's been exposed to the truth, right? He's been exposed to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and you know, he's still gonna turn his back. He's still gonna be malicious. That's an evil, rotten ass nigga, man. All right, that's an evil, rotten individual, man. Okay. And there's many dudes that have you know, many dudes that share that story, man. All right. Many dudes that are that have done that, man. Okay. We can't have no mercy on these jakes that betray the Lord's tabernacle, man. Okay. These niggas are the house of Saul, man. All right. When you read the scriptures, at one point, Saul, he was on point. You know, Saul was on point. Okay. Remember in the scriptures, it talks about where he came across a company of prophets and he started prophesying with them. Yeah. So at one point, Saul, you know, he had the love of the Lord inside of his heart. But then what happened over time? Then, you know, Saul started to become bitter. And then when David came around, he got jealous. Okay. And he wanted to kill David without a reasonable cause, man. You see, these guys that are traitors, okay, they really hate brothers without a reasonable cause. All right. A lot of it is just some emotional bitch ass shit. All right. That's really what, you know, when you get down to the root of it, of why these niggas be mad, it's some emotional homosexual shit, man. You know, some shit that ain't even that serious. Okay? But that's what bitch niggas do, man. And I'm saying it just like that. What else can you expect from a bitch ass nigga, man? All right? A bitch nigga is always going to have a problem with a real man. You see? So I just wanted to make this lesson, okay? Well, this isn't really a lesson. It's kind of just like a, you know, like a talk, you know, because I'm outside. You know, the spirit just hit me to make this lesson. I was out here walking, and you know, this came to me. All right, really what inspired this situation, not the situation, this lesson is a situation that just recently happened amongst our camp, you know. All right. Just found out some wild shit about a dude that we suspended from the camp. Okay. Come to find out, this nigga been playing for the other side the whole time. All right. And we suspended him not for that, but for another reason. But, you know, the spirit is now revealing that he was actually a stone cold demon. Okay. And we really had a lot of love for this brother. You know what I mean? We really had a lot of love for this dude. Okay. Brothers didn't do nothing wrong to him. Okay. All we did was preach the word, try to be the best brothers we can, and keep the standard, all right, the best we can, all right? And this nigga got offended, okay? This punk ass nigga got offended, man, all right? And they come to find out he's running around going to pretty much enemies of the body. He's going to them, you know, telling them all of brother's personal business. You fucking traitor, you, man. Okay? And may Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai destroy that nigga, man. All right? And if he listening to this video, fuck you, nigga. Okay? All right? Because this dude, he didn't fell out. He stopped doing lessons. Ever since he got suspended, his fucking vagina got hurt. Okay? Now he ain't doing lessons. He totally gave up on the Lord, man. All right? So fuck this nigga, man. Okay? And fuck anybody that come around acting like a brother, acting like you down for the truth, but really you just a backbiting, snake-ass nigga, man. You emotional mama boy ass niggas, man. Can't stand you bitch niggas. I can't stand you, man. Okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to come visit every last one of you niggas, man. All right? Because we in them times where obviously the Lord is getting ready to open the floodgates of hell. All right? And for you niggas that betrayed brothers, you niggas that offended brothers, you niggas that's been acting like you one way in a brother's face, but then behind the scenes, you doing a whole bunch of malicious ass, gossiping, demon shit. You niggas is gonna get caught up in Jacob's trouble, man. All right, and the Lord is not gonna have no mercy on you clown ass niggas for that, man. All right, brother showed you niggas the nothing but love, man. Okay, Yahushua showed Judas nothing but love, man. All right, Yahushua knew Judas was a goddamn snake, but Yahushua he didn't make him okay, Judas, you sleep outside, we can't trust you. Judas can't eat today because I don't trust him. No, Yahushua showed him love, man. Still. And he knew he was a snake. So brothers ain't did nothing but show a lot of you niggas love, man. Okay? But when somebody is just rotten and evil to their core, they're gonna find something to be offended about, and they're gonna find something to blame. All right? And then and that brings about a demon. A demon manifests inside of them, man. You know what I'm saying? To where now, you know, they doing little sneaky shit, trying to sabotage brothers on the low. And you know what I mean? And these are the type of niggas, man, they sitting there sabotaging brothers, but then they come to camp. Hey, Shalom, brother. Hey, y'all, Shalom. Fucking weasel, man. Okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Shalak Rayam Wa Mashapayam Wa Mashapayam Wa Haragyam. Okay, that was the word I was looking for. Death and destruction to you traitors, man. Okay? May Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai come visit every single last one of you niggas, man. All right? Close it out. Giving all praises once again to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Shalom, shalom.